Hi you guys. So my last video, though this video was supposed to be of me shopping and grocery shopping, but it didn't work out. I might put clips of what I did in the video since I was recording, but if I can't, then it's okay because I'm just gonna talk about what happened anyways. So if you don't want to see me talking about what happened and then seeing what happened, I understand, but if you want to, then you can. So basically I went grocery shopping today with my sister. We got groceries, but we also got a couple like things to like for the house that we just moved into, that I'm in right now. This is my plate right now. That's why I was looking down. I was looking at my, I don't want to drop it, but I'm trying to show you, like, I'm trying not to drop it. As you can see, these little seeds that you see right here are pomegranates, and then these are strawberries, and then these are pretzels. These are cheese, and this is strawberries. Let me just show you, because I feel like that's basically the whole plate. I hope it showed good. So we're gonna talk, and I'm gonna eat, and hopefully you like this video. I put lemon and sugar on my strawberries, so that's why they're wet. If you're hungry, don't eat this. I mean, if you're hungry, don't watch this, because I'm eating something and I don't want anybody to feel like they are hungry and then get more hungrier. I've never ate pomegranate seeds by themselves, but I'd already tried it today with this on this plate, and it was actually good. It tastes like real fruit. Like it's Juicy Charms or Juice Charms, and that's the product name. I mean the food name for it, food production name, and it's good. It's not artificial. So I wanted to talk about opportunity and commitment. So I said something about my boyfriend in my other video that I don't regret, and I wanted to talk about starting relationships and like how you have to take things slow and be understanding in the beginning, because sometimes you don't have the opportunity. If you're like me and you meet and you've met someone online, this was a frappuccino drink, but I put ice cream and frappuccino inside of there and I remade it, and it tastes so good. Uh-oh, I can't open it. There's pecans in here, so that's what I'm chewing. It's so good. It tastes so refreshing. It was mocha drink, and the cans were good. Pretzel and cheese. I had these little things, but I didn't want them. They're like sausage, I think. It says it's, you know, sausage, turkey sausage bites, but I didn't want them. It came from this little SpongeBob thing, but I put it on the plate. So sometimes you have the opportunity to do things, but it doesn't work out because of resources or transportation or reasons that, you know, just stop you. But on the other side of opportunity, well, on each side of opportunity, when you're dealing with two people, on each side, sometimes one person is more opportunistic than the other person. And so sometimes you have to like make that person more able, but sometimes you can't, because even though you have the resources that you have aren't very usable. Like right now I wanted to go see my boyfriend, but he needs somebody to pick him up because he wanted to come see me and I can't go see him. And so we can't do that, because instead of being able to do that, we're not, because over here on this side I have my mom who has a car. The car's not working. My sister has a car. She's not available. And then on his side, he has a motorcycle. The tires are down. So things happen. Even when you have the opportunity and you have the person that you want to have the opportunity with, you just don't really have the opportunity because of resources and transportation. So I think it's important to remember that sometimes you just have to, in the beginning, take things slow, especially because of safety reasons. I know I love who I'm with. I even like him, and I like him a lot. But at the same time, with me loving and liking him, I don't know him fully. So I can't just go meet up with him or meet him, because anything could happen. Sometimes it's not the person, but it's the people who surround the person. And you know, anything could happen. So you always want to be careful, because you don't have to be naive. I'm not saying that you're naive or just gullible, but at the same time, you don't want to be stupid or dumb and do something to put yourself in danger just because you didn't think it through, or you were being too excited, or you just wanted something so badly that you put yourself in a position where you're not safe, or you're not sure, or you're not certain of something. So I think that some things that happen, well, I know that everything that happens for a reason, but some things that happen, they happen unordinarily, or not necessarily that, but ordinarily, but usual, but still at the same time strangely. Because I may say that I know this person, but if I get around him, and this is just because of the things that I'm saying, these things because of the things that I've heard happen and I know about, and I want to get to telling people who I can get to watch this, or just who sees this, that if you're in a situation like mine, you have to be careful, because you can never really say, oh, I know this person, but because I want to see this person, I should just risk. You can say this, but you shouldn't be in the mindset of risking anything, especially your life. So I have to protect myself first. Okay, that's what I wanted to say about that. So I gotta bite the strawberry real quick. Hold on. The strawberries make me so happy. I have a keychain with a pink strawberry on it, light pink strawberry, and the black seeds, and then the green leaves on top of it. It's so cute. So I think that relationships are very, very important. I know that they are, because in life you don't want to be lonely. You don't want to be by yourself. Well, some people like to, but nobody really that I know of really likes to be alone. Did you know that the word lonely wasn't in English for a long time? We only had the word alone, and then lonely was in English by Shakespeare. The writer Shakespeare, he created words of his own to describe the way that he felt, because, and this is what I'm thinking about doing with my poetry. He made words and created words English words to create how he felt to describe his feelings. And I think I should do that with my poetry, because they're words, but then I have like words that I want, ways that I want to express myself, but then I can never find the word to use to express how I feel. So I think I'm gonna do that for my poetry. Maybe 1, 2, 3 words. Y'all just create by myself. All my readers know about. I am still working on my book. It's just that it's coming along with its own pace and its own timing. It's coming along the way it's supposed to. It might take me 2, 3 years to write this book. I might not come out with this book until I die. It might be the longest journey I'm ever set to have, but it will be finished at some point. I just have to take my time, because it's supposed to be a masterpiece, and I want it to be presented in a way that's powerful in the name of love and in the name of everything that is good inside of love. So I want it to be greater than, you know, just like, oh, this is just a love story that's poetic. And no, this is a love story that's poetic, that is memorable, that you want to remember, that you want to learn from, that you want to have with you, that brings joy, that brings someone. I want to bring people that are hard of love or hard at heart to loving with this book. So it's because when I imagine this book, I imagine it moving something in a powerful way. You know how there's showstoppers and movie stoppers? It's a book stopper, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm trying to get to. All my videos, this one was supposed to just be like a chill, sit down, drink with me, eat with me. I had this green drink with like spinach and mango, kiwi, and lime, I think. But I didn't want to drink it because it wasn't cold enough. So I got that drink that I made and had put it in the freezer. And eat with me. And I chose something that was healthy and small, because I don't know what I'm having for dinner, but I know it's going to be a big dinner. So I didn't want to eat too much, because this is not my lunch. This is basically my breakfast, but we'll see. Plus, I have places I have to go today, including me trying to see someone. I'm trying to move in. I have some of my stuff here, but not all of my stuff, and I don't have a lot of stuff right now, because before I moved in to a different place, and I lost a lot of the things that I had. So this is my brother room that I'm in right now, but I tried to come to the quietest place in the house that I know about so I could record. I just hope that I want to give an inspirational word. So that's what I'm going to try to achieve to do in this video right now. Nothing can stop or prevent you from doing what you want to do, being who you want to be, and getting what you need done. Because of the strength that you have, the courage you have, the bravery you have, the knowledge you have, the ability you have, and the confidence you have. Sometimes you have to simply just be confident enough to do something, to set something in motion, and your confidence will get it done. Because confidence will not just like boost you to do something, not just like create the moment, but it'll cause you to take action, to be able to sorry, I had to burp. To be able to keep taking action. Sometimes you need that something, a part of you that can help you get along or go along and keep going. And so confidence can really do that for you. Never be too shy. The only reason why I say shyness is not a good thing is because it can really stop you from doing what you want to do. But I don't care what nobody says or does towards you or about you, and you see it or you hear it and you know about it. At the end of the day, have the courage, the bravery, the confidence to know that I can get done whatever I believe I can get done because I believe in myself. I have the will inside of me to be able to do this because I have the ability to do this. This is what I want. This is what I need. So I'm going to use my courage. I'm going to use my bravery, my strength. I'm going to use my knowledge that I have, the power of my own will to get done what I want to get done. That's why in my other video I said, don't ever freak. I was basically trying to tell you at one point in my other video that I downloaded last night that don't ever forget that what you want is important too. Even if you don't get to it, it's still important. Because sometimes you don't get what you want because you have to get what you need. And sometimes you don't get what you want because you have to just be able to sacrifice. But even in sacrificing, never forget what you want. Because that can be a goal. That can be something that fires you. That can be something that strengthens you and encourages you to get to the place that you want to be. Some people, they get a lot of success in life and then they never look back at what they want, and they wonder why they're so unhappy even though they have everything they need. And it's because you never really thought about, well, this is what I want. I have everything I need. I have everything that's necessary. I've done everything right. But even when I have what I want, I still don't have what I want. It's because you left something behind. There's one big opportunity because you didn't have the courage. There's one big moment because you felt like you didn't have the bravery, or because you weren't enabled with the strength. But you can find the strength in others. Never forget that you're not alone in this world. Even if you are alone, you don't have to be alone because there's always someone who's willing to love. Always. Sometimes it takes the furthest length to get to that person, but you can still get to that person. So if that's what you want, I'm trying to encourage you right now to get to that. I think that even what I usually talk about, and bravery, even in passion and in desire. Like, if I'm talking to a person on here and you're one of those girls that have a crush, girl, but you never talk to him, and even when you see him, he notices you. Let me tell you something. 9 times out of 10, he notices you because you look at him. If you see your crush all the time and you always looking at him and trying to get his eyes and your eyes to connect, but you never really can because you're too shy and you look away right when he looks at you, or you walk away right when he's in your area, in your close vicinity, your space, your boundaries are being met with his boundaries, girl, he notices. Boys be knowing when somebody likes them. They be knowing when they're getting noticed. And they like it sometimes. But even if he doesn't like it, even if he doesn't like you, how do you know he doesn't like you? And even if you know that he doesn't like you, how do you know it can't change? That can't be something that changes. Have the courage, the bravery to step out and say, I like you. And tell him not just, and this is why I'm telling you this. Before I even say it, I'm going to say this why I'm saying it. It's because you never know how much time you'll have with this person in that moment or in that opportunity. So always tell him why you like him. Because sometimes love can really find you in unique, unordinary ways, and you would never suspect that it would be the person that you wanted just because of the way that you look or you dress or you sound or this and that and the third. It happened to me, but he loved me. Okay, I was in middle school. His name was Freddie. I'll never forget. And I was so like, somebody else, one of my bestest friends liked him, named Faith. Faith liked Freddie, and I was like, oh, Faith and Freddie, Faith and Freddie, Faith and Freddie. But he was like, no, Michaela and Freddie, clock it. And he really liked me. So this one time we were going down the hallway, I'll never forget, we got in front of him, we were walking, I told him that she liked him and if he could talk to her. He said no, and then he was like, but I'll talk to her friend. And I was like, who? And he was like, you. And I was like, oh! So I couldn't talk to him, and I thought I had to play the game, girl. Even though I didn't know, I thought I had to play the game. So in the beginning, I played the game, but it doesn't take that. Sometimes it doesn't take playing the game. It takes taking your time. And the reason why I say you never know how much time you have with that person, because you really don't. Even though I had the whole year to be in a relationship with him, and I successfully did that the way that I wanted to after I quit playing the game, I still played the game and didn't give it time to be truthful and honest and pure. Don't ever really try to play the game. The game ain't necessary. Everybody be like, especially if you live in the hood, I know you hear this being said, like, oh girl, you gotta play the game with him, or how do they say it? It takes niggas be niggas, or whatever they be saying nowadays. I don't even pay attention to what people be saying, but it don't take all that. I wish if I could go back, I would have never played the game. I would have been honest. I would have been truthful. I would have been pure, because I had that whole year. And after that year, I couldn't even find out where he lived. I couldn't find his number. I couldn't find out which school he was going to go to, that he was switching to. And I was going to switch because it was going to be my first year of high school, because he was in 8th grade and I was in 7th. So when I got to 8th, I was leaving and I was trying to go to high school with him, the high school that he was going to, but I couldn't. I didn't know which one he was going to. So you just have to be honest with yourself and the person that you like, truthful with yourself and the person that you like, and keep it pure, because the relationship that you're in, you want it to be like, I had to text my boyfriend and I told him, I'm not gonna say exactly what I told him, but I was talking about the ways of my heart and what my heart doesn't want. And I asked him to take, just make time for me, and he's trying to make time for me. And I just felt so unconsidered, and I felt like, sometimes I feel like people consider me, but at the same time, nobody gives me their time. And when I don't get time out of people, I feel unconsidered either way, whether I've been considered or not. Because it feels like, well, if I'm not having your time, then how have you considered me? And when I lose relationships, I cling to what I find and what's new, because I've lost so much, and I just want to be able to have and to hold true to myself. I will say that there's nothing that is enough of anything that can stop me from wanting, because I'm such a truthful and honest, pure person, to the point to where I know what I want, and it grows and it grows stronger and stronger and stronger. I never really stop wanting out of what it is that I want when I have it or when I don't, because I feel like it makes me feel like it's like wanting this strawberry. Even if the strawberry hurts me, or dies or lies to me, if I wanted it in the beginning, unless it becomes no good and it becomes purely evil, or it becomes something of just bad because it's from bad descent or whatever the reason, then I wouldn't want it. But if none of that happens, then I'm never going to stop wanting this until it's out of my memory. And it's just, I have that about me because I'm passionate. I'm a very passionate person, and I don't stop until I have fulfillment in what I want fully. So in relationships, you have to be enough of a person that is purely, no, okay, let me start over in that sentence. A person that is purely good enough to be truthful and honest, because nothing will come of it that is good with lies and dishonesty, manipulation, discredibility, all these bad things. And you have to function inside of hope, peace, the fruits of the spirit, love, surrenderance, renderance, becoming in the recognition of the want of your relationship builds the foundation of that pure desire. And then the need brings that passion in. And that's where the fire is created. When you take desire and passion together, the fire in the hearts begins. So for some people it just takes desire alone and passion alone, but you know what I mean. So there's nothing that can stop you, because you know what you want. You know what you need. Don't ever let anyone's words, anyone's looks, or they're looking at you, or they're looking away from you, or they're talking to you, or they're talking to someone else. I don't care what you see. I don't care what you hear. If there's no care about it for you, meaning if there's no care in that situation from that person, you shouldn't care. You should never put your care, and I had to learn this. This is actually something I really had to learn. You should never put your care into something that has no care to give towards you or for you. Because I'm such a caring person, almost all my life, or really all my life, I was continuing to always care for people here and there. And sometimes people genuinely didn't care about me. People genuinely just didn't care. For whatever reason it was, they didn't care. And I would be consistent, and I would try in any way I could to show that I cared, and they didn't care. And it would hurt me. And the system of trauma that's in my generation is built off of ignorance and ignorance. But if someone doesn't care, they're going to say that they don't care. People who ignore you, talk bad about you, and do bad towards you and to you, they are hurt people. They are negative people who don't fully give into caring positively because they have been hurt, and hurt people hurt people. One saying that I learned that I'll never forget is hurt people hurt people. So if you're a hurt person, you function in hurt desires and even hurt passions. They passionately want to hurt someone. They desirably want to hurt someone. It's like good and evil. It's like the opposite, but it's the same functions. So there's love, there's hate. But when there's hurt, it can be desire in it. It can be passion in it. People really are dark, and they literally desire and passionately want to hurt someone. because of what they've dealt with inside of them, because of what's been done to them. So don't put your care into anything that doesn't involve caring for you. Never put in what is not being put in. Never give into what is not giving into you. Never give out when there's nothing on the other side to give into or anything to fall on to. Because I've been one of the people who have given up and given out and had nothing and no one to fall out to and onto because of where I was in life. Because I was misunderstood, and even though I was going through something that people could understand, I felt like no one would ever understand because what I was going through seemed like it was all in my head, and it really, well, technically it was, but sometimes you can't fall out onto anything but the opportunity to gain strength. Sometimes you never have the chance to fall out onto anything, and if you fall out and you break, get up. If you fall out and you crumble, piece back together. If you fall out and you disattach, put back to place. Because you never want to be unfull, unfulfilled, misplaced. You never want to feel untreasured, because if you're loyal and if you have value, you are a treasure. And in a hurt place is where you're being built, not broken. I'll never again, because I'm making this video, say that I'm being broken when I'm hurt or that I am broken. I will say from now on, I am hurt, so I am being built. Because when you are hurt, hurt is just an opportunity of healing. And it's an opportunity of change. It's an opportunity to learn from what you've been hurt from. And it's an opportunity to grow in strength. So when you're falling out, maybe you need to fall out on what you're falling out of. To learn from it. To grow from it, to build from it, and to know from it that nothing in life is good enough or great enough, bigger than you, than anything that that is of you enough to stop you, to break you, to prevent you, to make you quit. You know, so many people that are negative have that before so many people that are positive, and vice versa. And I'll tell you why. It's because people that are negative have one goal: to be negative. And so they're constantly on a negative road of themselves, constantly building themselves with confidence, because a lot of people who are positive aren't going to talk back. A lot of people who are positive, and they're aiming, negative is always aiming at positive. So they're always aiming at positive and talking and trying to be negative towards positive people, and positive people don't usually talk back or snap back or give back. Or so as a negative person, you get to keep going and feeding off of it as if it's entertainment, and you laugh at it because it is entertaining you, and you cause it to become you, and you cause it to become a part of you until you're so negative that what's on the outside shows what's on the inside, and that's negativity, and you become your image that you put out, or you don't, so what's on the outside doesn't show what's on the inside, and then people fall for you being good or pure or beautiful. But just because you look that way, just because you have things that make you look good, don't mean you are good. So what you have to do with negative people, you have to first understand that they're never for you. They are never going to be, no matter what you do, unless you change them to be positive, they're never going to be for your side. So in order to deflect from them, walk away. In order to change them, be as positive as you can to and around them. To them and around them. And then in order to shut it down as soon as it comes to you, just say to a negative person, tell them that you are negative. And that's not something I will ever be a part of. It might sound like that's not powerful enough to make you feel as though what they said about you is different. But again, never care about something that doesn't care about you. So saying that they are negative and that's not something that you'll ever be a part of sets them aside from you. And if you're one of the people like me that want to change their mindsets, what I say to negative people when I want to change their mindsets, in 1 second, usually a negative person always believes that what they're saying is important. What they're saying is entertaining and better than anything that you're about. So just say you don't care. Just say, I don't care. Sometimes I say, I don't give a fuck. Because I don't. And sometimes you have to say that because that makes them walk away. That makes them change their mind about messing with you. Because if you don't show that you care, then they're not going to want to entertain it. Because it's like, that's all they want anyways, just to be cared about. So they're just going to not fuck with you because they're going to be like, oh, well, she don't care. Everything that I say is just going to pass by her ear. Unless they're a negative person that likes to taunt you. That's not negative, that's just demonic. Because some people like to taunt people. Like to try to follow you around. Like at school, they'll whisper shit in your ear, or they'll push you, or they'll do little shit to you, and all along